My question to the CAs, how much does the ministry need to make secondary education free, fully free? How much?
There is no analysis that has been done to determine, for instance, how much money do you require for a child to start from ECD and go all the way to university. We do not have that data. That is the same position vis-a-vis that we do not have also data of how much money as a country are we spending on education. The 27% I talked about is the government allocation.
I'm sad to hear that the Ministry of Education appears to lack awareness of how much bursaries goes to government schools, of which the ministry is in charge. Mr. Speaker, whether the bursary is given by CDF, by Women Rep, or by the county government, I believe the school receives the money and they're supposed to report back to the ministry. So I think this answer is not very satisfactory.
The exercise is uncoordinated. That analysis has not been done to determine how much money are we really spending in education. And that's the conversation that came about after we started having these issues relating to the higher education funding model. So it is ripe for us to discuss. I think it is the way that to go. We need to determine how much money do we need to give free education to our children, and then how much money are we spending, so that we find out whether we are spending more or less.
Mr. Speaker, from the admission of the CS that there is no data present or available, or even the monies that are disbursed to schools, I think as a Senate we need to step in and assist the ministry so that we are able to have that data. In line with that, Mr. Speaker, and not to speak on behalf of Senator Mbogwa, there was a question he had asked about the 4 billion that was given to 14,426 as scholarship. Mr. Speaker, if you do the math, that is to say each student received 278,000, Mr. Speaker, within this year of 2024. And if this money was to go to capitation, if you divide that to 22,244, it means that it could have assisted 180,000 students. So, Mr. Speaker, I think the best thing is to have this discussion as a House on the motion that we have and help the Education Ministry to have data, because